Hi guys, and welcome to this Rugby for Days video where we chat a bit about the refs and what's going on in the World Cup. Right off the bat, we want to ask you a question. Why do you guys think the refs are struggling? Please comment down below what you guys think, and then I'm going to give it to Stefano to get us off in this video.
Yes, so this is going to be a good video talking a bit about the refs and so on. So Daniel, why do you think the refs are scared at the moment making the calls in the rugby games we've already seen in this Rugby World Cup? Why do you think they're scared?
Oh, I think as the games I've watched, I think the refs are scared to make a game-changing decision. So there was an instance where USA played England, and right at the kickoff there was a to my deeming a high tackle.
Yes.
And the guy had the shoulder to the neck and to the face area, and the ref just let it go. He didn't even check it. So yes. there's something of a scared and a human factor that gets in there, and I think the refs are scared to make a call. If I think back to Craigie Bad's call against, I think it was Australia game in the 2015 World Cup where he ran off the field for not making calls, and the crowd was booing him. You know, I don't think it's that you want to influence a game, but still the ref is the influencer in the game.
Of course, it is the influence of the game. The ref is there to make sure the rules are in place and how it should be played in the game. And that's why the reason for this video, where the idea just came from, is the last couple of games you've seen the refs aren't consistent enough. Even World Rugby came out. World Rugby came out and said, listen here, we are not happy with the standards the refs are showing, and that's across the board. It's not just, let's say, the Frenchmen's or just the Irish refs, or even the Southern refs for that matter. It's all refs are not on par with they should be. And we've been discussing this for the whole year now. Even in Super Rugby, I said to Daniel, like, listen here, this shouldn't happen at that stage. I hope this isn't happening in the World Cup, and now in the World Cup it's happening. So this is just crazy. But what do you think about the ref? Because the ref, like we said just in the beginning, is that the ref is the lawmaker, if I can say it like that, on the field. What do you think about the TMOs?
Well, it's actually weird now to mention TMOs, because some people actually think that the TMO has a right to influence the game. But if you listen carefully to how the refs approach it, then World Rugby is very specific about this. The question matters what the ref asks.
Yes.
So if he says, give me evidence that there is no try awarded, the try has not been scored, or I have given try, give me clear evidence that there should be turnover, there should not be a try awarded. TMOs actually have no right. They're only advisors. So and I think this should maybe have a change, because I know for this World Rugby World Cup there was a rule brought in that the TMO and the ref should both agree that it's a red card offence for high tackles, because that's been a problem. But do you think TMO should have more rights in this game?
Yes, of course. This is for me the same as in the soccer that happened a couple of years ago with the VAR, and it got into play, and that actually helped soccer being a better sport for those goals they couldn't see. Now the same in rugby. Like you said, the high tackle that happened between England and USA. That shouldn't have been a mistake from the referee, because it was a mistake. Let me just put that in perspective. Yes, it should have been a yellow card against Owen Farrell. I believe so. I believe that tackle was a yellow card offence. But yet they missed 7 or 30 seconds into the game, which is crazy. That's just bizarre. So yes, I feel the TMO should have a play. If the TMO sees something that shouldn't have happened, for example, the scrums, where the ref isn't on the other side and the tight or the loose head is already lying flat on his face on the pitch, why can't the TMO say, hey, check?
That's what they check. That's what they have the check call.
Can you please just see? Can you move to the other side of the scrum and double check if this guy's going to do it again? Because that's been happening for years, and there's literally 4 refs, and they can't get that ready.
He's very upset that there's 2 linesmen, a ref and a TMO, and they still cannot get the call.
Yes, so that for me is quite hectic to see that. But yes, for me, TMOs, that it should play a bigger part in rugby. But on that case as well, like just on the TMO side, do you think there is some teams that are favourite from the ref side? They have favouritism, or not? Do you think that's just like a conspiracy?
If I go what Rusty said, that New Zealand doesn't get called or gets the benefit of the call sometimes, I think there is an element of the type of game you play. I think there's certain rules that should change, like going forward, the attacking team should get advantage, not a maul turnover ball scrum. You know that doesn't make sense. I'm going forward. Now stop. You know that rule doesn't make sense to me. But okay. But I think there is a certain element of favoritism to the team who's playing more positive. I think there is an element to that. I believe, and you can comment down below if you disagree with me, but I don't believe there is a ref out there that goes and says, I like New Zealand more than South Africa, so I'm gonna blow against South Africa, or I don't like Australia, or I don't like France, or I don't like England, I don't like the other players. I don't think there is such a thing, but I believe there is people who believe that refs do that.
Okay.
And I don't think we need that negativity in this sport. No.
It shouldn't be in the sport, and I totally agree with you there. But the fact of the matter is, when a team, and I've seen this across sports, it's very interesting to see that. Let's take boxing for example. This is not even soccer. This is a boxing. If you watch boxing and how the ref would speak to a person, a heavyweight like Mike Tyson or a 50-0 Money Mayweather, you know, he would speak to him differently than the rookie.
Yeah.
It's because they have the level of respect for that guy because he's in the sport and he's winning.
Yeah.
That should beg the question as well. Like you said, you don't believe there's one that does it blatantly, but New Zealand, subconsciously, New Zealand was 509 weeks #1 in the world.
Yeah.
They are doing crazy stuff. First team in history to back-to-back World Cups, and maybe this year a third time. How they're playing and how they're training. So that may make sense a bit, but that shouldn't happen. And I agree with you. I don't believe there's a guy standing up in the morning and said, I'm just gonna blow against Ireland and they're gonna lose with 50 points or so. I don't believe that. But there shouldn't be favoritism, and if there's a 50-50 call, just to get back to the TMO side of things, why can't the TMO decide it then? If there's something like a 50-50 call, why can't the TMO say, like, listen here, Craig Barrow, who's blowing, like, listen here, why can you look at this first before you decide on the 50-50 call?
Yeah.
So that from my side, I think that's an interesting thing to look at. Definitely now in the World Cup.
Yeah, and I think last suggestion about refs: make a call, stick with your call, back your call.
Yes.
If you see something, it didn't happen, it did happen, just go with it. If you just own up as well.
Yes.
If you made a mistake, own up.
Yes.
I think that's the thing that people are actually looking for, because we're blaming the refs and we're shouting at the refs, but never does it look like they think they're right always.
Yeah.
And because you have the whistle, you are right, because the ref is always correct. You can't go against it. Nobody can change his mind. So own up to the call afterwards and say, yes, I made a mistake. This is what I saw, and explain it. Let us understand why.
Yes.
Because we see different views. Yes, we see different views. We have 10 cameras on you, and you have one view, two pair of eyes, plus assistants. So, own up.
That I agree. And that's why we need a ref to take charge on the field.
Yeah.
And I agree with you there.
Yeah.
So yes, that's all we have for this video.
Yeah.
Like we said, for the question of the day, comment that below. We would love to read it and even go through comments in the next couple of videos. If you want to see more of this content, please make sure to like and subscribe this video. We would love that. Just to push that like button would be very cool for us. And then we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.